What's going on, everybody? It's Dom from More Vision, and today I'm going to teach you of how to pose. Now, before we jump into how to pose, I just want to get rid of some of the negative connotation with posing. When people hear the word pose, they instantly freak out. They think about the stiff photos. They think like, I was forced to do something and such and sort, but I can let you know now, those professionals that you look on Instagram, on LinkedIn, those really big paid people and all that such and such, they were posing. Those weren't candid photos. They weren't, ha, 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 ha. That was posed to an extent. Even the laughing ones are posed to an extent. So it's a few things that you can change in order to pose and look good, but the photos still seem to come out candid. So I'm gonna start off by sitting down on the stool. You probably can't tell I'm sitting down on my wooden stool, but let's start off with the sitting down poses. So first and foremost, the key to having a good sit down pose is you don't wanna be like this. You don't wanna be slouched over in the photo, kind of just like a hunchback. Let me turn it to the side. You see how my back kind of just comes down there. It's not really flattering. If you were to speak to someone, you're speaking to your superior, how would you sit up? You sit up straight. All of a sudden you command respect, chest is poking out, head and shoulders move straight. And also, if you're a little bit concerned about your body type and your weight, when you sit up straight, obviously you're stretching out your body, look a little bit more slimmer on camera. So that's a stiff win. Second thing you want to worry about is the lean in. So what is the lean in? Essentially you want to lean into photos with your face, not with your body. It's actually a cuddling mechanism, something that we learn when we're children. In order to feel comfortable, we kind of just lean back towards, that's how when people laugh, they're like, they're laughing back, but you want to actually laugh forward. So you lean in just a little bit, just like this. You can either lean in with your shoulder or just lean in with your head in general, which may seem kind of funny when you're actually doing it, but once you actually practice it for a while, it's a little bit more flattering. So you lean a little bit, and your head becomes the subject. It becomes the priority in the photo. It's the main thing that people gravitate to, is your eyes. And once they gravitate towards it, and it's just your head that's poking out, it's a little bit more attractive in photos. Not to mention, once again, anything that's closer to the camera is going to appear bigger, and anything that's further away from the camera is going to seem smaller, which may seem obvious, but when you're thinking about your body and what you want to portray and what you want to make seem bigger, you want to have the focus of keeping that closer to the lens and then keeping everything else back to show more attraction to it. And in this case, you want to have the eyes be the main draw. If your eyes are in the photo, they're open, you're smiling, that's what's going to attract people to your profile. That's going to attract people to the things you're trying to market. So keep that in mind, do the slight lean in, and that's going to be more attractive. The third thing we're going to talk about is, what do I do with my hands? So a lot of guys kind of struggle this, males in particular. You don't really have to do too much with your hands, especially if it's a top half. Now, it's a full body portrait, then you got things to do. But if not, then hey, you can just kind of relax. But as for the male, you always want to do something with your hands. What you don't want to do is you don't want to stiff your arms against you. When you do that, you bulge. And that goes for males and with males and females. When you bulge, it's kind of thick. You see this? It's kind of just piled up on there, or it's not. You see this extra space here? It kind of shows a little bit more shape of your body versus just kind of squeezed in there like, ugh. And once again, that's a coping mechanism that you gotta have to get rid of, because you can't cope, you can't squeeze, you gotta let people know what you look like. So don't cope, just let it go. So things you can do with your hands are typically the traditional, the arms crossed, but remember, when you cross your arms, you still want to lean in. Still want to lean in with your head. Some folks, they're thinking with a smile, always slightly lean in towards that way. And kind of the easiest way to create shape for yourself and give yourself a break, we're going to move this stool out of the way now, is to display a 45-degree angle. Easy displacement. Put your hand in your pocket just like that, even though you probably can't see it. Put your hands are in the pocket. Bam, you created something. As for the women, You want to focus on accentuating the curves, or maybe in some circumstances you don't want to accentuate the curves. Like I said, you don't want to have your arms close to yourself. So whether you want to accentuate your body, crossing the legs, have your arms out, all of a sudden you have a commanding figure. Or maybe you want to be a little bit reserved. Pop the leg out. Bam, hand on shoulder, hand down. Now you have a look. So try to think of different ways to do with your hands to fill up this empty space. But ultimately, me saying this in front of you is not going to be enough. You got to practice. Anything you want to become good at, you got to practice. And the more time you put into things, the more rewards you'll get at the end of the day. So find some photos that interest you. If you want to check Pinterest, look things up, see what you want to actually look like in camera, and mimic those poses. Try them out. But just remember those few tips that I gave you. You want to make sure that you're leaning in with your face, so that way people can see that beautiful face of yours. You don't always have to smile, by the way. Smiling is not required in photos. But you want to make sure that the things that people see is your face. We're not going to slam our arms together. And we're going to make sure that we're sitting up straight. If you enjoyed this video, or if you have any other questions in regards to posing, feel more than free to reach out, leave a comment below. Other than that, it's Down for More Vision. Hope you guys have a great day.